Hi everyone. Hi. I hope you're all doing okay. How are you all doing? Please let me know in the comments how you're doing, what your summer has been like. I feel like I haven't been online for a while, and I feel like when I was online for the last couple of videos, I was so unwell that I wasn't really, I feel like I wasn't really there. Um, so yeah, just wanted to say hello and that I hope that you're all doing okay. And yeah, leave me some messages in the comments. I'd like to know how you're doing. How was your summer? Did you go away? Did you go on holiday? Are you going on holiday? We still have the whole of August. Yeah, we have the whole of August. I know that some places people go back to school and everything in August, but in some places like here in London, in the UK, we still have the whole of August for holidays, and we have a bank holiday, at least one bank holiday long weekend. But yeah, let me know what you have planned or what you've been up to and how you're feeling. How's the heat been? I know that that was a real struggle for me this year. Just wondered how you guys were doing with the heat. It's cooled down now, and I don't know, it keeps changing every day, but it's definitely cooled down. And to be honest, I do feel autumn around the corner. Some days feel a bit more autumnal. Like even though that we had hot days, we had a hot day yesterday or the day before. It was a lovely hot day, but I feel like I missed summer this year. I missed it. I was unwell. I missed the whole of summer. And yeah. But we shall see. Maybe it will feel like summer again. But I do love autumn, but I did want to have summer as well. Anyway, I wanted to catch you guys up, and I had some important things to say about my mold stuff. So first of all, yes, hooray! I've got a place. I've got a place of my own. I'm so happy. I moved in yesterday, and all my stuff were still in storage, apart from a desk and a chair and a stool chair thing that came out of storage today. And I have stuff of my mom's and I have stuff of my friends. I think I've got about 2 or 4 bags full of stuff. I mean, half of it is, yeah, basically I need my stuff, but all in good time. But I slept here for the first time last night, and yeah, it's all good. It's really nice to have my space again, just have a sanctuary and have some space. And yeah, so very, very happy. And I just wanted to thank you guys for all your support through all the hard time that I was going through. Yeah, I just really, really want to thank you for that. The other thing I wanted to say was that I noticed in the last week and a half or so that I felt stronger, and I could tell that the mold has been leaving my body, that the detox has been working. I'm really sorry about the noise of the cars. I didn't really notice it until I started recording. I don't notice it, but now I do, now that I'm recording, so apologies for that. Yeah, and also when I have things like rugs and pictures up on the walls and furniture and things, the sound will be better. It'll be a bit less echoey and stuff. So yeah, I felt that my mold toxicity was better, but because I was 24/7 helping my mom, I knew that that was still too much for me. I think it's too much for anybody, let alone somebody who has autoimmune disease and is going through mold toxicity. But I could tell that I was better, I was stronger, and I've only been out on my mom's for 2 days. Well, I mean, yesterday I was going back and forth and cleaning up here and all sorts, and today I had to get up. I didn't sleep for that long, a new place and all that, and I had to get up relatively early because my friend was coming over to pick me up, to take me to my storage place, to help me bring a desk and a couple of chairs back so I could sit and I could work. And then I had to I did some photography stuff in the middle of it, and there's my tripod still, and and then I had to go to the hospital and get a cortisol shot for my frozen shoulder. And so it's been a busy day, busy 24 hours, 48 hours, actually more than that. But all is good. And yeah, so my point is, I'm rushing around doing all this stuff and I'm absolutely fine. And I realized that, my Sjogren's was so much in control. I was doing so well. And then, like in January, I noticed that I kind of went downhill a bit. And I wonder if the food part of my mold toxicity, maybe that happened at the other place, and then the black mold stuff happened in this recent place. Because I remember saying to Jeremy, I remember asking to have a session with him because I didn't understand why I was feeling so unwell in January, December, around then. I had the appointment in January, but I think I wasn't feeling well since December or November or something. And I think, anyway, the whole point of this video is basically to say that if you're feeling unwell and you're not quite sure why, and maybe your Sjogren's is going crazy, the levels are going crazy, or your thyroids, or maybe not. Maybe you're feeling fatigued for no reason, I don't know. I mean, basically, if you feel off and you're not sure what it is, I would highly recommend having a Mycotoxin test done. For me, this last couple of months when I got really bad, I knew it was something in my environment. And I knew it when I was in this other apartment too, that one bedroom that I left pretty quickly because I was very allergic there. And I'm sure there was some stuff going on there too, but I didn't really act on it. I think this time round, I really felt, I don't like to say it, but I really felt like I was dying. Where I didn't in the other one, I just felt very allergic. So I think that's why I was desperate to have a test. But I do recommend it. I recommend if you're feeling off and you're not sure what it is, it's worth doing the test. It really is worth doing the test. That if I can say anything out of this whole thing, I would say if you're not feeling well, go and do the tests, because you'll know soon. And a lot of them are urine tests, so it's not really difficult, and you'll get some answers. And I just feel so much better. Yeah, gosh, I feel cleaner. I feel like a fog inside me has been lifted. Yeah. Now, if I was doing all this stuff for my mom still, I would be drained by that. And still, obviously I can't put too much on me, but the normal day-to-day things, I can tell, I'm fine. I'm doing so much better. And my neighbor just passed by. It looked kind of scary. That's totally put me off what was I saying? Yeah, so I highly recommend it. And I was going to do a couple of videos about mold and things, but then I thought, it's happened to me, and you've seen a little bit of the journey, a little bit of it in the last couple of videos. But I thought it would be best to get an expert on here to talk about it. And I have found somebody, and I have DM'd him on Instagram, because it seems that I can only DM him or text him. He hasn't seen my DM because he doesn't follow me, so it might be a bit hard. And I'm going to reply to a story of his and see if it works that way. And then if not, I'll text him, I guess. He's in the States. But yeah, he's really big time expert. So I really, fingers crossed, I get him on the channel and I can ask him all sorts of questions. If he says yes, then what I might do is on my Instagram, on my Sjogren's Instagram, I've got the link in my description below for you guys to follow me on my Sjogren's. Sorry, I should move my arm. Follow me on my Sjogren's Instagram, and on there, if he says yes, then I'll ask you guys if you have any specific questions, and then you can, just put them in the comments there, and then I can ask him when we do a video. And if he doesn't, then I'll find somebody else, but I'd like him, so I'm gonna wait and see how that goes. Ow, 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 ow. Let me just talk about my arm. I actually videoed before, and I think it got a little bit noisy. There was workmen or something, but they've started again anyway. Okay, it's like 7 o'clock at night. Anyway, so what I'll do is I'll put the clip when I talked about the frozen shoulder and the steroid injection, and I'm gonna go because I need some paracetamol now, but I'll insert that in, and I will see you guys next time. Sending you lots of love, and I will insert that in now. Bye for now. I am absolutely exhausted. I want to go and make myself a cup of tea. The shoulder thing, if anybody is going to have a steroid injection, in my experience, probably everybody's different, but of course everybody's different. Actually, the doctor's assistant had it done, and it didn't work. No, she didn't. She had it done on her wrist, and it didn't work for her. She had a bad reaction, and she had to have an operation instead. And then she said she had it in her shoulder, and because she'd had a bad experience with her wrist, she had private. She made a point that it had to be private physiotherapy, because she said they kept massaging the area, which she said they don't do with non-private physiotherapy. And she said that she had 3 sessions of that, and her frozen shoulder was gone. And then she said to me, oh, the anesthetic is going to really sting, and for ages it's going to be so painful, and this and that. And anyway, the doctor did it. I felt a bit of tingling for like 3 seconds. It was fine. I am one of those scaredy cats. I can't look at needles. I hate hospitals. I get really anxious. And it was absolutely fine. It was fine. And he said to me, obviously don't carry anything heavy. Don't go to the gym for the first 24 hours. He said after that, you're fine to go. Like, just do whatever normally. And don't wet. Let's see if I've got the plaster. He said, yeah, there it is. And he said, don't wet it for first 24 hours. And he said I could take it off with, I think, soon. I don't know. But I'm one of those people that takes longer to do these things, so I won't take this off for a couple of days. I definitely won't wet it for a couple of days. And I said I don't go to the gym anyway, but I definitely won't carry anything heavy for a couple of days. But yeah, for me it wasn't painful, and it was good. It was with they put the dye so that they could see exactly where they're putting the steroid in. It's quite interesting. And so he said that some people get better within 2 days. They have like full movement and everything and out of pain within like a couple of days. Some people, they're better within a couple of weeks. Some people, I don't know if he said it or the lady said it, but some people get worse first for a couple of weeks. And for some people it doesn't work. I think it's going to work for me because the oral steroids worked. They really helped my shoulder actually as well when I was on them for my nose. And so I think this will work. Okay, lifting my arm up right now is hurting. I have to not lift it up for 24 hours. And I should take some paracetamol because I think that the anesthetic is definitely wearing off. Yeah, it's definitely wearing off. So I'm going to sign off now. I will see you guys soon. Sending lots of love and see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.